Can't believe you came back for us. You saved our lives.
Lieutenant, you took a direct hit. How do you feel?
That wound looks bad. I don't think the lieutenant can talk.
Copy that. Lieutenant, what you just did was both the bravest and dumbest thing I have ever seen.
I kept count. You took out 11 of Rommel's best men.
Make that 12.
Lieutenant, please try not to move.
Sarge! Fuck you.
Don't worry. We're gonna get you out of here.
You saved us. We're gonna save you.
Watch where you're pointing that kid.
Good morning, Lieutenant. I'm Colonel Ebbets. Welcome back to the land of the living. You've been through a lot, so I'll keep it brief. I'm with the Office of Strategic Services. Our mission is sabotage, subversion, and everything in between. We're taking the fight to the Nazis, going after the Third Reich on their home turf. We do some of the most dangerous work of the war, and we're looking for people just like you. Now, the sergeant and I go way back. He's an excellent judge of character. And for what you did in Tunisia, he's nominated you for the Medal of Honor.
Trust me, Lieutenant. I hate doing paperwork. But in your case, I made an exception.
You saved our lives.
I have a motto. Life is usually a pageant of idiots and fools. But occasionally, you find yourself in the company of good people. And then, anything is possible. Lieutenant, you are now going to hear the most important question I can ask. Would you like to join the OSS? Excellent.
Let's go.
What about you, gentlemen?
It's simple. We go where the lieutenant goes.
What's up?
Yes, sir.
I have every confidence you're going to make me look like a genius for recruiting you. Welcome to the OSS.
All right, let's go.
All right, Lieutenant. It's time to shoot stuff.
Nice.
Specialist McKinney is here. Grab the pistol from its holster on your hip. Squeeze the trigger to fire. Holding the pistol with both hands will give you more stability and accuracy. Press this button to it. Excellent job, Lieutenant. Bring the magazine up. Look at that. Like magic. Now, now, let go of the pistol. A weapon will automatically return to its holster after you release it. Larger weapons will holster on your back. Reach over your shoulder and grab your M1A1 submachine gun. Fire away. The arsenal of democracy in action. Remember, you can always hold a weapon with both hands for increased stability and accuracy. Press this button now. Insert bingo. Letting go of the weapon will automatically holster it over your shoulder. Now, reach over your other shoulder and grab the M1 Garand rifle. Fire away.
Garand.
Remember, hold it with both hands. This is why I love the M1 Garand, Lieutenant. Its ammunition clip ejects automatically after the last... listen to the... Drop it in. No need to charge the Garand. It's ready to go. Beautiful weapon. Right on the money.
Daisy!
Here's Specialist Lamouche to help demonstrate some advanced weapon handling. You carry your pistol on your hip and a larger weapon on each shoulder. When you pick up a new weapon, it will replace the one you currently have in that slot. Grab this Carabiner 98. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now get ammo for this K98 from these ammunition boxes. Fire away, Lieutenant. The K98 is a bolt-action rifle, so you reload by pulling and pushing the bolt after each shot. Great work. Let's go to the next station.
Shot. ridiculous. Oh, come on.
I know you just got out of the infirmary, Lieutenant, but we need to give you a quick refresher on battlefield medicine. You will automatically heal from minor wounds, but if you really get hurt, you'll need to use some first aid. Pretend to hurt yourself by smashing your hand on these rusty nails. Shh. Grab a first aid syringe. Now comes the fun part. Stab yourself in the chest. The syringe will auto-inject them. Voila! Good as new. Now on to grenades. Head up the stairs.
Granada.
Pick up an American grenade, which looks like a small pineapple. It's a mark to pull the pin. You can use your hand or your teeth. Throw the grenade. Now this is a German hand grenade. It's called a Stielhandgranate. Though folks often just call it a potato masher. The German grenade also has a fuse inside. You activate it by pulling the cap at the bottom. Arm the grenade and throw it. You now pull a grenade off your chest. Grenades are stored on your chest. Pick a grenade up and let it go. See how it automatically moves into place?
I do.
Excellent. You're ready to take on the Third Reich. When you're done with grenades, head on down the stairs to the firing range. Spend as much time at the firing range as you want. When you're done, just go through the door to return to headquarters. It's Ollie, right?
Yes, sir.
Ollie, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
I'm 19.
Come on, man.
I'm 16.
Jesus Christ.
I have every right to be here. More than you, that's for sure.
True.
The Nazis didn't bomb Abilene, Texas. They bombed London, England.
Hey.
They destroyed my home. They burned my entire life to the ground, and now I want to do the same thing to the Third Reich. Go ahead, turn me in. I'll find a way to get to the front. How do you think I got to Tunisia? Forging transfer orders has become an hobby of mine. I will make it to France.
Don't worry, Ollie. Your secret's safe. I'm pretty sure the lieutenant isn't gonna say anything.
Thank you, Sarge. Thank you, Lieutenant.
But I have two rules. Keep your head down and do exactly what I say.
Yes, sir.
You don't listen to me even once, I'll turn you over to the Germans myself, understand?
I understand, sir. I won't disappoint you. Either of you.
Somehow, this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
All right. Enough talking, training, and tests. It's time to go after the Nazis. We're sending you into occupied France.
Yes, sir.
Your first mission is to make contact with the French resistance. You'll be working with a cell led by Manon Baptiste, who's been our eyes and ears on the ground since the war started. Your rendezvous will be along the coast, the St. Catherine Lighthouse the Germans are using as an observation post. The resistance will give you a signal when it's safe to come ashore. You'll have 3 days to assist the resistance, gather intelligence on German activity, and sabotage targets of opportunity. I'm talking about a small communications relay or a fuel truck, not anything like blowing up a train or destroying Gestapo headquarters. This is your first OSS mission. Baby steps. Now I want to introduce you to Huxley, our quartermaster. She'll get you set up with what you need, plus she'll give you some nice goodie bags for the resistance. 3 days in and out. Keep it simple. I'll see you on the other side. Dismissed.
Hello, I'm Huxley, your quartermaster. I'm here to brief you on weapons, gear, and all the threats you'll face. I'm backed up by a full model shop, a sewing brigade, and the best gunsmiths the Allied nations have to offer. Have a look around. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Ah, your trusty sidearm, the semi-automatic 1911 A1 pistol. Reliable and accurate. It's quite useful at mid to long ranges with both hands and mid to short ranges with one hand. The magazine holds 7 bullets. Always keep it loaded. Well, this is quite the treat. Your friend Marcel made this custom for you in his workshop. Talk about something that goes boom. It's easily the most lethal sidearm we have at close range, though it comes with a massive bullet spread. There's also an intense kickback when firing quickly one-handed. Either hold it with both hands while firing, or take a short pause between each shot to account for the recoil. Spent shells can be ejected by simply jerking the weapon in any direction. After new shells are loaded, the barrels can be reset in the same one-handed way. The semi-automatic P.1 pistol. The Nazis love this weapon. If you get your hands on one in the field, be sure to show them the love back. As with other German pistols, the P.1 has a larger magazine, but is slightly less accurate.
Stick with my 1911.
This special weapon is on loan from Colonel Ebbets. Apparently it's a family heirloom. He calls it Uncle Nate's Rough Rider. I call it an exquisite Nazi killing machine. It can be fired entirely one-handed, with only minimal impact to accuracy. And it's the only rifle in your arsenal that can be reloaded entirely one-handed. While slightly less lethal than a bolt-action rifle, it's deadlier than any semi-automatic. The Rough Rider is best for mid to long-range combat, and it can be slam-fired by holding it two-handed while keeping the trigger squeezed. Just remember to cock the lever after every shot.
Jesus. Alright, that's whatever.
The K98K. In the right hands, a weapon of extreme lethality. Every shot of the K98K is perfectly accurate when you hold it two-handed. Remember, all bolt-action weapons require racking the bolt between every shot. But the bolt can be racked with either hand. The Gewehr 43. An impressive weapon. It requires a bit more effort to reload than the Garand, but it comes with a large amount of room. It's every bit as accurate as the other semi-automatic weapons, but rapidly firing the Gewehr's entire magazine will cause its ammunition to go wild. The sergeant already told you how much he loves the M1 Garand. Everything he said is true. It's reliable, accurate, easy to reload, and easy to aim. Of all the semi-automatic rifles in your arsenal, the Garand has the highest stopping power. Its only real drawback is the low magazine size. The on-block clip only holds 8 rounds, but it auto ejects quickly for a fast reload.
One hand.
Sometimes you just need a shotgun and nothing else will do. At close range, this weapon has no peer. Perfect for clearing corridors and bunkers. You have to hold the shotgun after every shot. Try doing it with one hand by making a brisk up and down motion. With some practice, you'll be able to pump your shotgun with one hand while throwing a grenade with the other. Germans will run in fear and speak your name in whispers.
I like your descriptions.
The MP-40, a deadly German submachine gun. It has a slower firing rate than the American M1A1, but in the right hands, it can be used. The MP-40 has reliable and a slightly larger magazine. It has the lowest firing rate in automatic weapons. However, the MP-40 doesn't go wild like other automatic weapons do when firing the entire magazine. That's why the Germans love it. The M1A1 submachine gun. The weapon of choice for many American officers. 30 bullets in the magazine. Among the weapons in your conventional arsenal, the M1A1 has the quickest firing rate and causes the highest damage, but it has the lowest. Even when held two-handed, spraying the entire magazine at once will cause the weapon to go wide. is best for mid-range enemies. For long-range enemies, using a different weapon is recommended.
I like that.
In the right hands, this simple combat knife is every bit as deadly as a machine gun. A knife is always lethal when thrown at enemies. If your knife ever gets stuck on the ceiling, you can always shoot your weapon to dislodge it. And, with a little practice, the knife can be twirled and tossed between hands.
I'll bring it up at the next meeting.
Ah, yes, the Panzerfaust. A disposable anti-tank weapon with an extremely potent warhead. You need both hands to use it, but it packs quite a punch. The warhead's trajectory will arc when fired over a long distance, so adjust your aim accordingly.
Huxley? Who's that?
Watch out for the Waffen-SS. They are the elite of the German military. Highly trained and extremely lethal. They should be feared. And eliminated. Hopefully you won't encounter any Waffen-SS officers during your 3 days in Normandy. They are, as you Yanks are fond of saying...
Yanks?
Bad news.
How about this guy? Waffen-SS?
Huxley, who is that?
The Gestapo often work with French collaborators, who are traitors in the worst way. Not only do they help the Third Reich, they do it by betraying their neighbors, their friends, even their families.
Damn.
I can't imagine how tough it is for the resistance. Not only are they fighting the Nazis, they're fighting their own countrymen.
We're gonna do one thing only. Killing Nazis.
Huxley? Who's that?
The Gestapo. The Nazis' secret police. Filled with miscreants and degenerates who couldn't make it in the regular army. The Gestapo terrorizes the civilian population at every opportunity.
Huxley, who is that?
You'll be encountering mostly General Wehrmacht troops as you travel the French countryside. But be careful. Even the most junior soldier has gone through extensive training.
Huxley? Who's that?
This is the uniform of one of the so-called Lightning Girls that works at Gestapo headquarters. Apparently, Mano's 19-year-old sister Juliet has gone undercover as a Lightning Girl in order to gather intelligence. A very brave, but very dangerous thing to do.
Huxley, who is that?
Imagine, if your country was taken over by the most powerful nation on Earth, what would you do? Collaborate? Surrender? Or resist?
Resistance. What's that over here? MG42? Get in here. Oh, there we go. That's not the correct fire rate. Done here. Good at what, guys? Give me Garand then.